The untold story of Snapchat, from dorm room drama to $150 billion empire. Three Stanford frat brothers had an idea for disappearing photos. One would be erased from history and paid $157 million to stay quiet. Another would vanish into obscurity. And the third would become the youngest billionaire to take a company public, after turning down $3 billion from Mark Zuckerberg. This is the story of backstabbing, lawsuits, and a product so addictive that 75% of 13-34-year-olds in America use it daily. A company that survived being cloned by Facebook, Instagram, and literally everyone else. A business that lost $3.4 billion in its first year as a public company, yet somehow convinced Wall Street it was the future. Welcome to the chaotic, controversial, and captivating saga of Snapchat, where your messages disappear, but the drama is forever. April 2011, Stanford University, Kappa Sigma Fraternity House. Reggie Brown was complaining about a photo he wished he hadn't sent. "I wish these photos could disappear," he said. That throwaway comment would spawn a $150 billion company and destroy a friendship. The original three, Reggie Brown. English major, the idea man, Evan Spiegel. Product design major, wealthy background Bobby Murphy. Mathematics and computational science, the coder. The dynamic was clear from day one. Reggie had the idea, Bobby could build it, and Evan had the ambition to dominate. The first pitch, they called it Peekaboo, an app where photos disappeared after viewing. Their classmates thought it was stupid. One famously said, "Why would anyone want photos to disappear? The whole point of photos is to remember moments." But the trio saw what others missed. Not every moment should live forever. To understand Snapchat, you need to understand Stanford in 2011. Facebook had just hit 600 million users. The social network movie had glorified dropping out. Every student was building the next Facebook. VCs literally held office hours on campus, the class project. Spiegel pitched disappearing photos in Peter Wendell's entrepreneurship class. The response was brutal. "This is a terrible idea. No one would use this. Sounds like a sexting app." Spiegel got one of his worst grades ever. He framed the feedback and hung it in Snapchat's office years later. Building Peekaboo. Bobby coded for 18 hours a day. Reggie designed the Ghost logo, originally named Ghostface Chiller. Evan handled the business side and UI design. Launched July 2011 from Evan's father's house first day. 127 users. Most were their friends. By August 2011, tensions were exploding. The problem? Equity. The fatal meeting. Evan and Bobby called Reggie to Evan's father's house. The conversation, according to lawsuit documents: Evan, "We don't think you're working hard enough." Reggie, "What's my equity going to be?" Evan, "We've decided you're not going to be part of Peekaboo going forward." Reggie, "This was my idea." Bobby, silence. The lockout. Passwords changed overnight. Reggie locked out of all accounts. His name erased from everything. Ghost logo, his design, kept Reggie's version. "I conceptualized the idea of disappearing messages. I came up with the ghost. I worked on it all summer. Then they took everything." Evan's version. "He wasn't committed. He disappeared for weeks. We did all the work." The truth? Probably somewhere in between. But legally it would cost them $157.5 million to make it go away. With Reggie gone, Evan and Bobby rebranded. Peekaboo, Snapchat, September 2011. New terms of service, moved operations to Venice Beach, dropped out of Stanford. The early struggle. Month 1, 1,000 users. Month 2, 2,000 users. Month 3, 3,000 users. They were burning through Evan's father's money. No investors were interested. Why? The perception problem. Everyone thought it was for sexting, period. Evan fought this constantly. It's about living in the moment. Not every photo needs to be permanent. It's more like a conversation than a gallery. But the media wasn't buying it. TechCrunch called it the sexting app. December 2011. Everything changed at Orange County High School. Evan's cousin was a student there. She showed Snapchat to friends. Within weeks, entire school was snapping, spread to neighboring schools, teachers confiscating phones constantly. Why teens? Parents couldn't monitor, no permanent record, authentic versus. Instagram's perfection, fun filters and drawings, the growth hack. Snapchat required phone numbers, not emails. This was genius. Teens all had phones, automatically found friends via contacts, felt more personal than Facebook. By spring 2012, 100,000 daily active users, all organic, zero marketing spend. November 2012, Evan gets an email. Mark Zuckerberg wants to meet. The meeting, Zuckerberg's house, Palo Alto, casual clothes, serious conversation. Mark shows them Poke, Facebook's Snapchat clone. The message was clear: join us or we'll crush you. December 2012, Poke launches, exact copy of Snapchat. Facebook's 1 billion users versus Snapchat's 3 million tech press. Snapchat is dead. Evan's response: he bought a copy of Sun Tzu's The Art of War for every employee. The inscription: Merry Christmas Snapchat, love Facebook. Poke died in 4 months. Why? Facebook didn't understand the culture. The first acquisition offer, November 2013. Facebook offers $1 billion. Evan says no. Facebook returns with $3 billion cash. Evan says no again. Board members thought he was insane. He was 23 years old, turning down $3 billion. Internal emails revealed Evan's thinking. Facebook is scared of us. We're going to be bigger than them. This is just the beginning. The vision. While everyone saw disappearing photos, Evan saw the future of communication camera as the new keyboard AR before anyone knew what AR was. The metrics that mattered. Users opened app 18 times daily versus Facebook's 8. 60% of users created content daily. Teen market share approaching 80%. Evan wasn't selling a photo app. He was selling the future of how humans would communicate. Snapchat's innovation timeline reads like sci-fi. 2013, stories. 24-hour collections of snaps revolutionized social media. Instagram copied it 3 years later. 2014, live stories, crowdsourced event coverage. Coachella story, 40 million views, bigger audience than TV networks. 2015, lenses face tracking, AR filters dancing. Hot dog, 1.5 billion views, launched 1,000 memes. 2015, discover media partnerships, publishers get 70% of ad revenue. CNN, ESPN, Cosmo on board. 2016, spectacles, $130 sunglasses that record videos sold from vending machines, generated $8 million, lost $40 million. Each innovation followed a pattern. Launch quietly, watch teams adopt, scale massively. February 2013. Reggie files lawsuit, claims he was co-founder, wants 1/3 of company, has emails, texts, witnesses. The evidence, text from Evan, Reggie's idea. Early mock-ups with Reggie's name, patent applications listing all three. The settlement, September 2014, $157.5 million to Reggie. Officially credited as co-founder, gag order on all parties. The aftermath, Reggie disappeared completely. No interviews, no social media, no trace. The $157.5 million bought his silence and erasure. Meanwhile, Snapchat was valued at $15 billion. Reggie's 1/3 would have been worth $5 billion. March 2, 2017, Snap Inc. goes public. Largest tech IPO since Alibaba. $24 billion valuation. Evan worth $5.3 billion at age 26. The unusual structure. No voting rights for public shareholders. Evan and Bobby control everything Wall Street. This is insane. The immediate crisis. Q1 2017. Earnings lost $2.2 billion user growth slowing Instagram stories. Hitting hard stock crashed from $27 to $11. Headlines. Snapchat is MySpace 2.0. Quote the existential threat. Instagram stories reached 500 million users in 2 years. More than Snapchat's total user base. 2018 should have killed Snapchat. Instead, Evan engineered a remarkable turnaround. Android rebuild. Original app was iOS-only design. Android users had terrible experience. Complete rebuild. 25% user growth gaming platform. Bitmoji party Snapchat. Games, multiplayer AR experiences. SnapMap, real-time location sharing. Heat maps of activity, ghost mode for privacy. Original content, Snap Originals, 5-minute episodes. Partner with NBC, ESPN, 450+ shows by 2021. The AR revolution, 250 million users daily using AR try-on experiences for shopping. Virtual concerts during COVID. By 2021, stock hit $83. The comeback was complete. For every entrepreneur watching, Snapchat's journey teaches crucial lessons. 1. Your worst idea might be your best. Stanford professors said it was stupid. Every VC passed. The media mocked it. 750 million people now use it monthly. 1. Culture beats. Features Facebook had more users, more money, more engineers. They couldn't kill Snapchat because they couldn't copy the culture. Build community, not just code. 1. Betrayal has a price $157.5 million to make Reggie disappear. Every startup with co-founder drama, resolve it early or pay massively later. 1. Saying no to $3 billion Evan saw what others didn't. Sometimes the crazy decision is the right decision, but only if you truly understand your value. 1. Survival requires reinvention. When Instagram copied stories, Snapchat could have died. Instead, they became an AR company, a gaming platform, a media network. Evolve or evaporate. The ultimate truth, Snapchat succeeded because it understood something profound. Not everything needs to last forever. In a world of permanent records, digital footprints, and screenshot anxiety, they offered something revolutionary, the right to forget. Today, Snap Inc. is worth $150 billion. Evan Spiegel is worth $13 billion. Bobby Murphy is worth $15 billion. And somewhere bound by legal agreements and $157.5 million, Reggie Brown watches the ghost he designed haunt Silicon Valley forever. The irony? A company built on disappearing messages created a story that will never disappear. A tale of friendship, betrayal, and the power of believing everyone else is wrong. Because sometimes the best ideas are the ones that shouldn't work. Sometimes the future looks nothing like the past. And sometimes 3 college kids arguing about a stupid idea for disappearing photos can change how billions of people communicate forever. The ghost logo was prophetic. Snapchat became the phantom that haunts every social media company. Always copied, never caught. And that's the real lesson. In technology, being first matters less than being different. Being big matters less than being beloved. and being permanent matters less than being present. Snapchat didn't just win, they changed the game entirely.